Hey everyone, it's Evan. It's the end of April. Just got my airplane back from the annual inspection and I haven't been flying enough, so I just wanted to get up there. Welcome aboard. I'm Evan Anderman, a geologist, photographer, and pilot based in Denver, Colorado. Come with me as I discover new ways to look at the environment.
Going east, 6 Mike Yankee, thank you.
Stationer 756 Mike Yankee, Centennial Tower, wind 3004, east departure approved, runway 10, clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff off of 10 on eastbound departure approved, 6 Mike Yankee. Okay, flaps, mixture, lights, I think we're all set to go. Nobody on final, everything's looking good. Okay, here we go. And airspeed's alive, everything's looking good. Pitch for 70 knots. 400 feet, bring the flaps out. Back to 30 inches, 2,500 RPM.
November 6 Mike Yankee, traffic 12 o'clock, a mile southeast bound over Park Road, 7,500 indicated south.
Traffic in sight, 6 Mike Yankee. I'm gonna go up to 7,500 feet. I'm gonna turn to 114, just so I know. We'll talk about that in a second. You can see here that I have the flight plan out to Limon, which is where I want to do an approach out there, an RNAV approach. So I just put in direct, but if I go to procedure, approach to Limon,
4 Foxtrot Romeo, wind 330 at 4 flight.
3-4,
right, let's take off.
and choose Wyatt as the initial approach fix, and that goes in there. And then you can see when we look at the nav log that the original heading to Wyatt is 114. Now I have to do it on my Garmin also, but I've leveled off at 7,500 until I get outside of this 8,000 foot ring of the Bravo. And then I'm gonna climb up a little bit more. But I can lean out here, so 27 inches, 2,300 RPM, hit the lean find, go to peak. Rich and peak, actually pretty good right there. Okay, now Garmin, I have to go to procedure, approach, RNAV 3-4, transition, light, and activate approach. Now I can go to nav over here. Okay, direct to Wyatt, 45 miles is 22 minutes. So then when we get to Wyatt, we'll turn in towards this Ray. And then because it says no procedure turn right there, we can turn in to Zico and start the approach. I guess once I get outside that ring, I can go up to above 8,000, which I'll want to do because I'm just right at 1,000 feet off the ground. So I guess I'll go up to 8,500. With this bumpiness, I might fly it on autopilot just to see how it goes. Wow, it's been almost a month since I've flown, and so I'm feeling a little rusty. In a couple of days, I have a appointment with my instructor to go out and fly some approaches because I'm actually out of currency right now. I need to do some more, and then I'll be current again. It's a little choppy. We have a serious storm coming in again. Department of Transportation sent out an email saying major winter storm. A warning. The predicted snowfall amounts are up to 28 inches in some places. Not here in Denver, but luckily. I guess in the meantime, I can listen to the ASOT.
Limon Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation. 2037 Zulu. Wind 020 at 08. Visibility 10. Sky condition scattered 9,500. Temperature 17 Celsius. Dew point -06 Celsius.
Now, obviously, with this approach, I'm just going through the motions. Since I'm the only pilot, I'm looking out, making sure to avoid other airplanes. So in briefing the approach, I have a mnemonic that my instructor gave me, ASTICMMNL. So the approach, RNAV GPS, runway 34 at Limon. The source is GPS. It's all tuned in. It's identified. The final approach course is 343. The minimum for LPV is 5650, which is 250 feet off the ground. And we'll have to confirm that it's LPV once we get on the approach. The missed approach is climbing right turn to 7,400 and go direct to Ray Ray and hold there. You can see there's a hold pattern for it. The notes: runway 34 helicopter visibility reduction below 3/4 SFA. That doesn't apply. For uncompensated Barrow VNAV systems, that doesn't apply either. And you can see on ForeFlight, it conveniently puts the approach chart right on the map, and you can see where we are relative to that. The nice thing about this is that any of the other layers will show also, whereas if you go to the plate itself, we're not on the plate yet, but if we were, it would show us where we were. It won't show any of the other information, so I don't know which one's better. Still got about 10 minutes to Wyatt. So we made it through the notes, and the L is a lighting system. The best way to see that is to look at the airport diagram. You can see it says MIRL, medium intensity runway lights, runway 1634, so that'll be around the edge of the runway. And then the P at either end of the runway means there's the PAPI. So it's pretty straightforward lighting system. None of that rabbit stuff or anything for an approach light system. Now it says I can be at 7,400 feet after Wyatt. So now I'm 5 minutes out and I just put in 200 feet per minute descent to go from 8,500 down to 7,400. And you know I'm not an instructor, I'm just a pilot out here practicing for myself. Not trying to teach anybody how to do anything. Just my opinions about how to do this. And then after Ray Ray, we can come down to 7,000 until the final approach fix, which is that little cross there. You can see the legs of this T are 10 nautical miles, which at my airspeed, 2 nautical miles per minute, that's 5 minutes. Oh, now we're turning in towards Ray Ray, and the altitude captured 7,400. Pull the power back a little bit as we come in. Every minute or so, pull it down an inch. Start slowing down and look around. Obviously, I'm looking at the ADS-B on this. Turn on the landing lights. Cowl flaps are closed. Now, I could have used Ray Ray as the initial approach fix, but then I would have to do one turn in the hold to reverse direction and then come in. I know that after Ray Ray, I can go down to 7,000 feet. So I'm going to put in 7,000 feet, and then once made the turn, I'll put vertical speed, 200 feet per minute down. The autopilot should capture the glide slope once we get to the final approach fix. Okay, now we're going to turn to the final approach course. Start my descent to 7,000. I can see the runway out in front of us.
Limon traffic, stationer 756 Mike Yankee, 10 miles south, long straight in for full stop on 34 at Limon.
You can see that it says GPS LPV. That's good. We have the best vertical guidance we can get. The glide path is white there, you can see, so it's armed, ready to go. See that the bugs are high, so the glide slope is above us. But hopefully here at Zico, it'll drop down and then it'll capture it. So 0.4 of a mile to get there. Oh, see the GP, the glide path is flashing green, and it's green now.
Limon traffic, stationer 756 Mike Yankee, 4 miles south, inbound for full stop on 34 at Limon.
Yep, so it's going to keep it on the glide path, and it might dive to do that. So we can go down to 5615, 6,400, but everything's looking good. All the dots are centered. Let me show you the runways right out there. Anyway, you're going to take the autopilot off. I like to do a steeper approach, that's why we're above the glide path now. Looking for a windsock, yeah, it's coming from the right. There we go. Awesome, well that was good landing. Good approach, good landing. Here we are, gusty day. It's always good to do things on when it's bad out. I'll taxi back and take off. Maybe head out and take some pictures.
Limon 6 Mike Yankee is clear of the active.
Head back to Centennial. Okay, flaps, mixture, lights are all on. Start the timer.
Limon traffic, stationer 756 Mike Yankee is going to take off 34 and depart to the north at Limon.
Full right deflection, here we go. Okay, get up over these windmills, maybe head out north a little bit, see if we can anything to take pictures of. This is the time when the farmers that are planting for the summer are busy. So that's why I'm interested to look around just a little bit after doing that approach. Got to do a little bit of everything here, right? Oh, I know this spot. Oh yeah, that's the spot I shot in the winter time. Had some beautiful snow on it. Looks totally different now. Yeah, a creek where a bunch of cattle have crossed over and there's a water tank. Okay, there's a dark field up there. It might be one of my named field, like videos. 6 curlicues. That could be a good field to take pictures of. Okay, coming up on the curlicues. Head towards another field I call Saturn. And going over Saturn here. Always a fun field to shoot. Well, that was a fun flight, if not a little bumpy. Got to shoot an approach, land at Limon, take some pictures. Always tons of fun. Get some practice with everything. Hopefully I'll be ready for my lesson on Friday. Hope you had fun, and I'll catch you on the next flight.